I feel so festive.
You look so festive.
I look festive. I feel festive. This is the most festive I have been all year, is right here.
Mm-hmm.
You should be thankful. All right, so the idea is we're going to recite the whole Night Before Christmas poem. We're going to each take turns, each taking a bar. And regardless of if we cannot remember the next line, we need to wing it. All right, there's no cheating, there's no going back. And then we're going to actually read it to see how badly we butchered it. So I know it's in here somewhere, and I'm hoping that as we
don't think I'm going to be able to do it.
Which one of us is going to go first?
I'll go first.
I'm so petrified of this.
Let it begin.
It's the dumbest idea I've ever had, but we're going to go with it. So this is Twas the Night Before Christmas, Girl, Guy, and Garage style. So
yes,
you can kick it off whenever you're ready, Steve.
'Twas the night before Christmas,
and all through the house,
not a creature was stirring,
not even a mouse.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care,
in the hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
I have no idea what the rest is. That St. Nicholas will soon be there. Butterscotches and chestnuts? I don't know.
Keep going.
Oh, God.
While visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. Back to you. I'll give you a hint. It had to do with the parents. This line has to do with the parents.
Dad was wearing a stocking on his head?
Had just settled down for a long winter's nap.
Hey, it works. A long winter's nap? Are they hibernating?
Not hibernating. They're just, I don't know. It got dark early. They didn't have candles or something.
And it's night. It's nighttime.
Yes, it's night. It was the night before Christmas specifically.
So Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
On the roof was a clitter clatter.
I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter.
Lo and behold, the old fat man was there.
I threw open the shutters and I threw up the sash.
Must be cash or something. This is not going well.
It's not going well at all, but keep going. Keep going. I'll give you a hint. Like, they haven't arrived yet. Like, he has to see them arrive. Like, he's just opened the doors. He's been startled awake. He has to see them coming. When what to my wandering eyes should appear?
A sled with lovely reindeer?
It's close enough. So, hold on. Something about, oh my goodness. Hold on. Something, a driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick.
I didn't know it went this long.
Yeah, it's really long, dude. Like, Santa actually has to get there and then do the thing with the presents and then leave.
And he went down the chimney.
Not yet, because we have to do the reindeer's names.
There's reindeer names?
Yes. There are 8 tiny reindeer, dude.
Well, 9 if you include Rudolph.
This is pre-canonical Rudolph. I mean, if you want to include Rudolph, by all means. We can have it
I'm horrible at this.
So on
Donner, on Blitzen, on Comet, on Cupid, and Donner and Blitzen.
to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, all.
What? That is not.
Just, I don't know. Just keep going with it. That's just what my head says.
And on the roof he landed? They landed?
Yes. And the tiny paws of reindeer? I don't know. I don't know what he does next. He obviously goes downstairs.
Is it in first person or is it third person?
It's first person talking about the Santa Claus thing. It's the dude.
I ran down.
He showed up in a poof. I don't know. And he once was on the roof. I don't know how this next part.
Okay, I think we're gonna have to look this up.
No, because I at least know some of the next parts, sort of.
He went down the chimney and he fell in the soot.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work.
He took out the presents and put it under the tree.
I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. No, that's the other line. Shoot.
What rhymes with Nick?
Nothing that we can say on a PG-13.
It was not my friend Rick.
My screen just went blank. Are you still there? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know what happened. Oh, wait. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry.
I know that it was Santa Claus because it doesn't look like Gary.
Placing his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod.
And that's how the story goes.
And I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight.
Good night to all, and to all a good night.
That is close enough. I think you said Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night.
Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Oh, gosh.
Okay.
No.
Look this up. I have to see how terrible we did.
I am going to look this up, and it's absolutely insane.
This is so awful. So it's a poem. I mean, obviously, apparently it was not called 'Twas the Night Before Christmas originally. It was called A Visit from
Saint Nicholas.
'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house.
Wait.
Say it.
Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care.
In hopes that Saint Nicholas soon would be there.
The children were nestled all snug in their beds.
All visions of sugar plums danced in their heads.
And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap. See, you remember the cap part.
Had just settled down for a long winter's nap.
When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter.
I said, clitter clatter. I sprang from the bed to see what's the matter.
Away to the window I flew like a flash.
Tore open the shutters and threw up the sash.
I did not know at all. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow. This is a PG-13 channel.
Gave the luster of midday to objects below.
When what to my wondering eyes should appear.
But a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
With a little old driver so lively and quick.
I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick.
Wow, this is a part I really did not remember. More
Yeah.
rapid than eagles, his coursers they came.
And he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen.
On Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen.
To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall.
Now dash away, dash away, dash away all.
Here's another line I do not. As leaves before the wild hurricane fly.
When they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky.
So up to the housetop the coursers they flew.
With the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too.
See, I don't remember that line at all. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof
The prancing and pawing of each little hoof.
as I drew in my head and was turning around.
Down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound.
He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot.
And his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot.
A bundle of toys he had flung on his back.
And he looked like a peddler just opening his pack.
His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry.
His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry.
Definitely wasn't like Gary. His droll little mouth was drawn up in a bow.
And the beard of his chin was as white as the snow.
The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth.
And the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath.
He had a broad face and a little round belly.
That shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
How did we forget that part? He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf.
And I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself.
A wink of his eye and a twist of his head.
Soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work.
And filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk.
And laying his finger aside of his nose,
And giving a nod, up the chimney he rose.
he sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle.
And away they all flew like the down of a thistle.
But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight.
Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
How
What?
did we butcher that badly? I mean, it's long.
Oh, gosh, that thing is so long.
First of all, it's long. Second of all, I don't remember like a lot of those sections. Like there's certain things like, how did we forget bowl full of jelly? Like, how did you forget that? Like, that's like, oh man. But
Right.
the wind and the hurricane and the leaves with the mount, like that's
And the eagles are flying.
I'm like, what? So yeah. So apparently we would have gotten an F if
Absolutely.
this was like an assignment that we had to do. And I'm
horrible.
glad neither one of us cheated because Lord only knows what this is going to look like when I play it back. Oh my goodness, we're Christmas failures. Just, FYI.
Horribly.